Hi, Matt. Matt, I'm not wearing glasses. Is it you? Trying to feel your face. I'll put them on in a minute. You can see what I'm sporting. These babies. Um, okay, so a couple of line items for today. One is that I have a student named Adrian Peterson, but it's Adrian Peterson with a D. Anyway, he's fast. Yeah, he's not pulling a fast one on this teacher, though. He plagiarized off of this guy, Leonard. So my question to you, the studio, the captive, the encased in metal audience is, so Adrian pleased to me says, well, I asked Leonard to send me the homework. So are they both guilty? And to what degree? If somebody could just get the Tesseract, their homework would probably be a lot easier. They'd have a lot more power. So anyway, so that's what's going on in school. And when I opened the computer to make this video, I got to go through my school one, and I kind of wondered what those two fellas had to say for themselves. Anyway, so the other thing is just checking on you, see how you're doing. I think it is time. You're going with Iron Man 2, always a winner. I'm going to share my screen with you because I'll show you what I was looking at. The Disney Sitch. There we go. And they go phase 2. So that's Iron Man 3. So 2, then you could go Thor. You already did Captain America. And then you have timeline order. I see what you're doing. But you're still in Iron Man 2. So there we go on that. I'm gonna make that a little bigger. Anyway. Okay, and you see my little Yoda at the top. Okay. So anyway, let me know. I need a full reportage. And I'm going to watch the rest of Ted Lasso tonight. What a fun guy he is. So I'm stopping my share. And the other thing I have for oh gosh, the X-Men are still on my screen. Never in doubt. He's never in doubt. Often wrong, but never in doubt. Sometimes I get an accent in my head, like that's a Gerard Butler. He's from Scotland. Never in doubt. Everything is kind of scrunch. They don't seem to open their mouths at all. So their mouths cut very small. Okay, so that's it for today. Mom has had a visit by the hospice people, and apparently I'm keeping her alive with it's a miracle juice. A lot of claims are made about this juice. And like I said, your kibashing elbow is not fully functioning. So you're going to have to get on board with some pretty fantastical claims. If you read the side of these, you read the label, wow, it's going to cure what ails you. I think, my supplement use has me on a very complicated, vitamin regime where I stay kind of at a equilibrium. It's the best I can do, you know. So the best you can do is to heal fast, and you're beyond equilibrium. And we have to think of a name for your superhero. So let's get on that. Medicine Man. You got to get yourself an Infinity Stone. I think that's the biggest one. Oh, and then, after this whole shebang, after you watch the whole shebang, then comes WandaVision. Apparently, it's all part of the same drastic, vast scheme that these guys came up with. All right. So anyway, I am going to go to the store now and go about the town, the wondrous town that you see behind you there. Like I said, Mom, these hospice people, we don't have a hospice person right now. We have sort of a parade of lovely people coming in, but not consistent. There's a bit of a mystery with our hospice nurse. She took a tumble. I think she was the kid you almost hit. She took a tumble. She told me she had a bad fall, and then we never heard from her again. And now she's no longer with the company. So as Mom kind of inches her way down, we kind of like want to have somebody who knows her case, is familiar. So that's what's going on there. Okay, so if anything else happens, if I get stuck in another accent, I'm gonna in a Ted Lasso. That one's kind of y'allish. I will let you know. All right. Remember, often wrong, but never in doubt. Not in doubt at all. So make your mouth really scrunched up. And you can do it too. Don't have to do much with your lips. Your lips. So instead of saying lips, you'd say lips. Your lips. So that's the kind of like OCD brainwave activity that goes on in my mind after I've seen somebody with an accent. It just keeps going as if it's on some sort of reel. But then I think I just slid into Paul McCartney. You never know when Liverpool's going to rise up and bite in the butt. So that's how it goes. And then what always usually the lowest common denominator for these things is Eliza Doolittle, and you don't want to. That's Sam's default. She marvels at my little accent play, which we do often. But she usually just goes straight for Eliza, and then you're done. You get the whole British Isle covered. All right. Okay, Jackie. And what? Give the X-Men a chance. I am a little chagrined, stunned that you have not checked into the Wolverine. It's a romance. He loves Jean. But he has to do, well, I'm not going to, it's a plot spoiler, but something tells me you have time on your hands. So don't you be kiboshing with your bad elbow the X-Men. They're fun. Are you kidding me? And every story ultimately is about racism. That's on my last nerve, but it's a go-to for these superhero things, the disenfranchised, whoever they may be and however they may look or materialize. Yeah, I said materialize. Also, I skipped Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I've seen them, when they came out, but I didn't march through them because I felt that they were sort of ancillary. And ancillary is not a word I predicted I'd be using this afternoon. Okay, so let's come up with some more words. Oh, I heard a word, and it's not increment, it's decrement. I don't know how you say it. I mean, can we work that into something? Decrementally? Sounds a little like excrement, so I'm not completely on board. But if anybody can cram it into a sentence, I think it's you. So I want you to get right on that. Okay, so decrementally yours. This is me without my glasses. Matt, is that you? I'll talk to you later. And I feel so bad about you and your pains. I hope that this gives you a slight respite. If you'd like to talk to Adrian Peterson, I can arrange that. If you'd like him to sign something for you, I'm sure he'd be happy to do that, to get himself out of hot water. But anyways, is he guilty? Is the other guy just as guilty? We need a ruling. So please pass on a ruling. If you're not too stoned on, what did Johnny tell you to take? Melatonin, Voltaren, Valerian. I mean, those are the heavy hitters of voodoo science. So, of which I am a practitioner. So delicate equilibrium has been struck, but it takes many, many dubious claims on supplements. Okay. I'm never in doubt. Well, I'm always in doubt about it, but I take them anyway. So there you are. Now I sound like a leopard. Now I'm like the Lucky Charms, the Lucky Charms leprechaun. All right, I'm looking for a pot of gold. So, all right, before I head to Liverpool, I'm going to cut myself off right there. And you probably drifted. You're probably checking the weather. Get off your phone. It can't be interesting every second. Although, it's best when you're trapped without. This is the first time I've talked to you when you've got devices aplenty. So it's not like I have you trapped like the olden days in the Dodge Dart. I mean, what were you going to do? Where were you going to go? You had nothing but the sound of my natterings. All right, there we go. You know the drill. I'm ending the meeting.